So we are here in Tanzania, in Mbeya, Tanzania in particular, which is the southern western area. And as you can see, this is what it looks like. You've got a lot of agriculture down here. And so you'll see tractors passing by. You've got some logistics and commerce, and so you'll see a lot of trucks coming in from the southern border. And this is how the people live here. Generally, it's a very peaceful country. There's really no strong crime. There's really no strong violence. But people do live in poverty here, and it's very difficult to live as well. And so it's some of the struggles that they face down here in Tanzania. They focus mainly on agriculture as a means of livelihood. And you can tell that they focus very strongly on agriculture. You'll see tractors running around here, and you'll see them making pickups and deliveries, as well as going back and forth to the farms to get supplies. Unlike many Western countries, they do have police checkpoints, and so you will be stopped going from one major city to the next. They'll verify your license and make sure that you're in compliance with local law and regulation, and if you're a tourist, they'll likely check your paperwork to make sure your visa is valid before sending you back on your way. So we are now in Njombe, Tanzania, and we're enjoying some of the local cuisine. Beans here, we've got rice. They make this sort of vegetable mix that's very good. It's almost like a spinach mix. And then of course some beef on the side. And this is what you'll traditionally see in some of the villages and townships mostly basically throughout all of Tanzania. It's basically like this, or a big portion of chicken and rice, but it is quite good. So now we've made it to Lupembe, Tanzania, and Lupembe is the last major village before it goes into rural and agricultural space. And so that means in Lupembe is the last place to get petrol, it's the last place to get diesel, and more importantly, it's the last place to pick up major supplies and materials if we need them. Oftentimes we'll go and get timber, which is in Butemwe, the next major village over, the next major commercial village over, and a lot of the materials like this for building and construction, such as cement and things like that. And then for basic goods, we're over here in Lupembe when we need them. And so you can look around and you can see what it's like to live over here. You'll oftentimes see a lot of different commercial trucks. You know, we've got one right behind me there. We've got two waiting right there. We've got another waiting right there. And a lot of timber production companies produce over there in the rural areas, and they come through here to sell all of the timber, and they go into the main cities to sell all of the timber. So you'll see a lot of commercial activity coming through these small villages, and on the way, that commercial activity also brings economic growth to these villages.